Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dan Plays Games from the Older Times. And if you're new to the stream, I'm Dan. And the game from the Elder Times that I'm currently playing is the Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Pool of Radiance game from 1988, using first edition D&D rules, and new on Steam this year. So figured I'd take the opportunity for me to play through it the very first time. Am I an expert? No, I the opposite. So I'm getting some good assistance from viewers here on the stream on no spoilers, but interface issues and how to approach this particular edition of the rules and how the spells are interpreted here. So let's see. Let's get started. Make sure everything is working here. I'm sorry, I'm a couple minutes late tonight for what it's worth. Kind of a chilly, rainy night here in New York City. I think it was just a couple weeks ago, I was kind of kvetching about it being still hot late in the year. And now it's like tonight here in New York, it's below 50 for the first time, kind of rainy. I think it's the remnants of the hurricane hitting us here tonight. So if you happen to be in Florida or have friends or family in Florida, I hope everything's okay with them. I don't mind it. You know what? Frankly, my soul is a autumnal, cold, rainy. I'm very comfortable in these kinds of conditions. So I put on my hoodie tonight, and I had some chowder for dinner, and or chowda as we'd say back home. So I think I'm okay. He said. Okay, so get my handy decoder wheel as usual. Get through the copy protection and the Elven rune. Thought I had it there for a second. Now I've lost it. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Okay, and then match up with a Dwarven rune that looks like a split apart box. Is that it? No, that can't be right. This is it. There you go. Okay, and then read the dash line which says Savior. Oh, that's interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Sweet. All right, so I went 3 weeks without any character deaths. So I was feeling pretty good a couple weeks ago. And then I went 2 weeks straight with TPKs. So I think that I'm at this awkward point with my character levels where most everybody's like around 4th level. And I'm trying to, there's a big jump in power when you hit 5th. Specifically, your wizards start getting fireballs and stuff like that. So I'm trying to claw my way up to that big tier at 5th level. And currently my PCs only have 1st and 2nd level spells and stuff. I have right at the top of my list here, I have the NPC Durton who came in at 5th level. But I can't control, obviously he's a cleric, he doesn't have really attack spells, and I can't control the NPC spellcasting in combat. So Durton tends to just throw a bunch of random stuff around that I don't have any control over. So I tried to take on the Temple of Bane 2 weeks ago, and just missed so close. And then last week, I tried to take out the Kobold Caves, which sounds easy, and then it turns out they've got some high-level monsters mixed in, like a wyvern and a bunch of trolls. And I missed it by that much! I was so close each of the last 2 weeks. It's driving me crazy. But I'm going to try to avoid being called insane and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. So I think my plan for tonight is I'm going to go back to town. I'm almost entirely out of ammunition, ammo up. I think I can level up 1 or 2 of my characters and possibly go back and try to take out the Textile house. So I'm getting some advice that the Cadorna Textile house, which I have a commission for, in my experience is that the wandering monsters were just brutal the last time I was there. Every single batch of wandering monsters has got level drainers or instant death poison. But the advice I'm getting is that you can deplete the wandering monsters after a while, and that the actual set locations aren't quite as bad as the Wanderers. So I'm gonna be very mercenary tonight and try to do that, and then hopefully I can level up my characters and take out this other stuff that's been blocking me. So that's the plan. Now, item number 1 is I need to make my way back to town and hope that I didn't get lost. But fortunately, in the Adventurer's Journal, which was originally paper in the original product, there is this wilderness map marked area near Phlan, and I'm going to trust that that's. I don't know if I'm cheating looking at this. Technically, nothing in the game said I could look at that, but I'm gonna trust that as a way to get back home. So let's try that. So I think that I'm just northeast of the Quivering Forest, if this map is to be trusted. So I'm going to go back down by the Quivering Forest, and I guess this river to my east, I guess, is the Twilight River, I guess. So kind of as I move away from the Kobolds area, down the Twilight River. I don't know if I'm permitted to go straight through the woods. Oh, shit. Well, that got stinky fast. You spot a group of trolls. Okay, so that's giving me an option to combat, wait, flee, or parley. Now, trolls aren't super well known for... I guess there's an image there. Trolls aren't super well known for parleying. Jeez, do I dare do I flee? You know, I haven't done this. I don't think I've done this yet. I'm actually going to try fleeing. If I could avoid this, I would do that. I'm going to flee. Nope, didn't work. A battle begins. Okay, how many? So this is the first time I've seen trolls in the wilderness, so this could get really bad really fast. How many trolls? And where are the trolls? Are you down here? Oh, you're south of me. There are... Okay, there's 2, and they have 36 hit points each, and of course they regenerate, which is the horrible thing, unless I hit them with fire. And I think I'm down. So I have all my spells, but like I was just saying, I don't have fireball except on scrolls, and I just have a couple of flasks of oil. I also have burning hands on a scroll. I made a roster of all my magic scroll type stuff. Close this dock here. Geez, how am I going to do this? I really don't want to burn one of my fireballs. My guys aren't fast enough to run away. Jeez. Boy, even 2 trolls is really tough at this level. So I guess I'm going to try to use ranged combat. I'm going to focus on 1 at a time, and then hit him at the end with either a flask of oil or burning hands. I guess that's my plan. I guess if he put him down and then just stand on him, that keeps him from getting up. So if they go down, I'm going to pay really close attention to that. Now, Harton's the guy that, as a cleric, he only can throw burning oil as a ranged attack, so that's not great. I guess I'll just say done guard is what I'll say for him. Oh man, and I'm way low on arrows, aren't I? Ugh. Well, it's gonna get dicey. We are very far away to begin with. Yeah. Now, one piece of advice I got in the last week on YouTube from somebody, and thank you, is to make sure after a fight I rearm everybody with melee weapons. So if, particularly in a dungeon, if I get surprised, I'm at maximum AC with my shields up. I guess that's out of range. So done guard. Play, I guess. And Rollin here has 9 magic arrows, but I'm going to keep that, particularly if I have to go into the textile house and fight whites. I'm going to want that for a hit by only by magic weapons type monster. So you're out of range. Okay, here he comes. Okay, now try that. Okay. Oh man, there goes Durton. I don't know. So, you know, this is a problem when you have one lunatic member of your party who runs off like that. Is then is everybody compelled to go support them, or do you let them do their thing? I think I'm going to let them do their thing mood at the moment. Oh, am I blocked by... So is my shot blocked by a tree or something? Okay, well... Oh, that's good. Oh, I like that. Okay, that troll is blocked by those trees there. That's a good piece of business for me. That's a very good piece of business. Jesus Christ. Man, those things are murdering first edition. Boy, oh boy, how am I going to do this? Okay. Oh man, Nirjarini's on automatic. God damn it. So her turn just zipped by without me being able to do anything. That's a bad sign. So I'm going to have to spam the space bar to turn that off. Man. See, that's okay. Here's New Journey. So that's the kind of thing I'm talking about with Dirt and spellcasting. His whole person has no chance against a troll. They are not a person, but he did that anyway. So okay, so I could drop a stinking cloud on him. You know, that's actually not a bad option. But the range is only 3, right? By the way, at the moment, I'm not seeing any chat on this stream, so I don't know if anybody's... I think there's at least one person watching, so if you could just say hi in the chat so I know I haven't bungled my, my connection tonight, that might be helpful. Because, you know, that happens. So looking in the player's handbook, right, the range is only 3 inches, so I'm going to have to get really close to him. Oh, hey, Zip Zap Rap, thank you so much. How you doing tonight? I guess I'll just take it easy for the moment. Good. Okay, so hit him with 2 arrows. So unfortunately, every one of my shots here is taking 2 arrows. Oh man, that's bad. Oh, cool. Super cool. Finishing up a dungeon. What level? My next question is, what level is your dungeon? Now what's Durden doing? That is really interesting. That troll is just screwed down there. That certainly makes this fight half as hard as it used to be. One, two, I think that's a distance of about 5, I think. Oh, that's a nice shot. Maybe one more? Damn it. Okay, so Durden goes down, loses a spell. Oh man, that's bad. Okay, the troll's down to 3 hit points. Do I have any kind of fire? I probably don't have any kind of fiery type thing. I mean, well, Cadell has a stinking cloud. Cool. Cool. Sometimes the level 1 to 3 is the most fun, actually, in my experience. You know, I think I'm just going to try to put this guy down and then stand on his head is what I'm going to try to do. Yeah, okay, so he's right next to Nirjarini. Yeah, okay, so, great. So I just have Hearten stand here, and then as long as I'm here, I might as well, I guess I might as well bandage. Can I do that? Yes. Okay, well that's interesting. So, so now this troll down here that's totally stuck. Griffith, who am I controlling? There we are. So now I'm going to get, I might as well get as close as I can. Hey, Terrence. How you doing tonight? Boy, that was a really stroke of luck that that troll got put down in a place where he can't move out of. I assume this is a wandering encounter and that that was just total brute luck on my part. Cool, cool. Yep, I hear that. Man, Mondays, you know what I mean? It's kind of why I do this on Monday nights now, is I find that I kind of need to unwind a bit myself. Yeah, intense day, intense first day back at work today, so thanks for asking. I hear that Zip Zap Rap. 6th edition, or this 1 D&D they're calling it. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw Paul, our stream yesterday where we went over the most recent 1 D&D drop. Honestly, I like digging into rules enough that I actually found it really fun just to think about it. But the chances of me playing it, not so much. Terrence, I'm sorry it's brutal every week, but I sympathize very much. You know, I don't know what stuff on this map blocks my movement and doesn't. That's one thing it's like trees, yes. Bushes, yes. Rocks, no, I guess. Okay, Hearten just stays right there. You stay right there. Man, with this change of scale outdoors, it's gonna take me a while to get down to where that dude is. Okay, you stay right there. Yeah, well, that's interesting. You know, one thing, what we like the thing that dropped on Thursday that we thought was interesting slash funny is they've got this new idea. Whoops, no, don't flee. They've got this new idea of class groups, whereby some classes sort of count as the same thing, like clerics and druids, and are in one pack. Are in the priests class group, and wizards and warlocks and sorcerers are in the mage class group. And of course, if you know older editions, I mean that is exactly what they how they categorize stuff in first and second edition. So we were slightly amused by this brilliant new organizing structure. You know, I do not know if that troll is like below me or left of me or right of me. Where is he? So we were kind of amused by this brilliant new, okay, they're to my right, brilliant new organizing structure that we have seen before, because when they're doing interviews for it, they're not admitting that that's an old idea that was a great idea that they shouldn't have disposed of in the first place. So, not a ton of respect for the older games, even if there was like a, gosh, damn it. Okay, so this is my classic screw up. So I just put Harton on quick because I was trying to do done quit, but I hit Q for quick instead. So now he's moved off the troll. I'm going to move near Jerini back to try to fix that. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, pretty close, Terrence. When they're talking about subclasses, it means a slightly different thing. So previously, like, you know, original first, second edition, you had primary classes like fighter. You could be a fighter. And then they had subclasses like a paladin or ranger that followed the same rules with some modifications. So originally, paladin was a subclass, ranger was a subclass, and nowadays, now they're using that word to mean the paths that you pick at third level. So nowadays, you're a paladin, that's a class, and then when you get to third level, you can pick some kind of specialization. So to me, it's a little rough changing the use of the same word. But I do agree. I think, you know, again, I think it's a strong idea to organize stuff like that. And I'm currently blocked. And I do think they needed some general term for that. You pick a path at third level, then follow it. Because previously you had to like, oh, are you talking college for a bard or school for a wizard or archetype for a rogue? So got it. I see what you're saying there, Zip Zap Rap. Moving power back into the player's handbook, yeah. And that's the business. If you can get the oh Lord, I've lost where the oh man, I've lost where the troll went down. Where'd the troll go down? Over here. So I have to go left with him. I guess I didn't pick the greatest person to do that with. Now I have to get Cadell off the auto move. Ah, I was right there. Oh, and he used his hammer. Damn it. You might be right, Zip Zap Rap. You might be they might be going for those archetype books. Yeah, the specialist handbooks in second edition. Because they claim in these draft documents, they claim by the end of it they're going to have 48 subclasses. So 12 classes that have 4 subclasses each. So it does seem hard to imagine how they're going to fit that all into one massive book. Okay, got him. Good. So you threw away his hammer. I guess I'm just going to have him guard here. And then use his oil when we get the troll down. Hey, Lord Pseudo. Yep. Hello, Monday. Now our favorite day. Oh, well, that's interesting, Terrence. If you think they're competing with Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So I'm not up on Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So is that similar to what... That's surprising news to me. Oh, no, but I can't shoot through the trees. Oh. Well, good Lord, what am I going to do about this? Interesting. Yeah, right. Okay, so they're doubling the number of subclasses, yeah. So So I think I guess there's one opening in these trees over on the east. Crazy. What a weird little location. Now the other thing that stood out from yesterday about the new 1D&D drop is, boy, I personally did not like what they did with Rangers. So they've very much made everything about Rangers magical. So all the abilities that used to be, hiding in plain sight used to be you go Predator style, cover yourself with mud and sticks and stuff, and nobody can see you. And now that ability has become a magic spell where you invoke the spirits of the unknown world who hide you magically from sight, and all their other stuff. And what used to be favorite enemy that they've always had is now you can use the Hunter's Mark spell against anybody in a fight. And where you used to get multi-attack, now you've got the Conjure Barrage spell. So, what used to be very concrete and gritty suddenly becomes very, fantastical and magical. And that didn't really rub me the right way, but that's me. Yeah, Aragorn who? Right, that's what we all said on Sunday. Oh shit, he got out. Oh fuck. Oh, I thought he was stuck. See, that's what I sensed. That's what I said, Terrence, in our after chat. Is I said, boy, okay, so Cadell's got to stay there. Is I said, I feel that 4th edition discovered the boundary that really was too far for D&D that people didn't like, and boy, I feel like these changes are very much walking right back towards that borderline that 4th edition had crossed. Yeah, that was very much how I felt when I saw that about Rangers here. Okay, well now what am I going to do? Boy, I thought that guy was just permanently stuck. Okay, well, I guess I better use my oil now. Damn it. No, I have not hit this troll yet. Okay, so that was the end of the turn, and Roland was last, and now he's first. Nice job. Good. Okay, so Cadell just stays right there. Damn it. Very good. Nice seeing you, Terrence. Take care. Have a good rest of the week. Man, I don't think I've ever hit with that oil. Range is 4. Oh! Troll flees in panic. Oh, that's a good deal. Oh, I like that. Right, you're right, Zip Zap. They did have that. I think that what this categorization of class groups they just rolled out, I think it's the exact same names they used in second edition. I think warrior, priest, mage, expert. I think of the exact same 4 names they used in second edition, if I recall correctly. Okay, well, all right. So I got away from those trolls. That's a good deal. Got a little experience. Right. That is Harton's hammer. Good. Alrighty. So so Durton is down. He's my primary healer. So might as well use some cures from Harton. Yeah, good question, Lord Pseudo. What my plan tonight is, based on some people's advice, is I'm going to go back to the textile house. So from what I'm being told, so you just saw me, kind of sweat bullets over just 2 trolls, and the ultimate lair in the kobold caves has got about 50 kobolds plus 4 trolls, and apparently right after that, there's immediately another encounter with, I guess, high-level NPCs you have to deal with. So, I think that's additional fodder to level up, get my characters to be able to cast Fireball. Boy, I was so close last time. Yeah, I am going back in the undead. So, okay, so when people were advising me to go back in the textile house, that was exactly my reaction. Is the undead really? Plus the, save or die scorpions that are running around there. But that's folks are telling me that that I don't know that you can get through it, and then the set encounters aren't so bad. So. I don't know. Maybe someone's screwed with me. Okay, and then I might as well burn through Griffith's cures. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so let's hope that I can get back to town in this particular shape. Great. Pretty close. All right, and there is Phlan. Welcome to Phlan. All right, so you're on the eastern edge of the city. There are north and south entrances of the city and a small boat that you can take to the civilized area. I want to go to the civilized area, which is to say the boat. Boy, it's been a while since I'm back in town. All right, let's see. Okay, so now I got to remember what I was planning on doing in town. All right, now Nirjarini's carrying around a bunch of junk that I want to sell. And then I want to ammo up everybody. Now, as I'm doing this, here's possibly a point of discussion for all of us. So I've noticed, so while I was in the wilderness for a week or two, I guess, I got some experience. I can level up Griffith, my cleric fighter. I can get a level of fighter on him. And the other thing is that Durton, my top level NPC cleric, he's got enough experience to level up from 5th to 6th level. Now he is an NPC. My instinct, obviously I have to pay 1,000 gold to level somebody up. So my instinct would be to level somebody up, but I think I've been getting some static from people is no, don't pay to level up your NPCs because they're going to go away at some point. So I don't know if you guys have an opinion about whether I should pay to level up Durton or not. Yes. Okay, now what I really want to do is I want to sell a bunch of junk that I picked up, like this short bow. I will give you 0 gold pieces. Whatever. Sure, take it off my hands. Look at the studded leather armor. Aha! Okay, the studded leather armor is magic. Or was it the broadsword? The broadsword is magic. Okay, so do not sell. Studded leather, and that, you know, the studded leather armor is magical. Okay, so I think that was from some NPC. Okay, so Zip Zap Wrap, you think lower value, so possibly don't level up Durton. Right, I should ID this stuff, right? So I've got it marked. Yeah, ID that. Okay, broadsword +1. ID this. Okay, studded leather +1. Now, the broadsword surely I can give to somebody. Just not everybody has a magic sword at this point. Okay, actually, Griffith is probably who's going to get it. Okay, Goodell has one. He's got a +2 sword. Yeah, I think Griffith's the only person that can use it. It doesn't have a magic sword yet, so trade it to Griffith. Griffith is overloaded. You know, I wish that my mages were closer to 5th. I think near Jarini, I'm looking at it right now, right? I think she needs 22,000. I think it's 22,000 change, so I'm still like 5K away with her. So what is Griffith carrying? He's got a ton of money. You know, I should pool, right? I should pool my stuff. And if once I make it once I make some kind of transaction, then it all gets consolidated into platinum in the shop. That'll help. So I think probably now I can go do this and hand off the sword. Yes, great. Now that studded leather, that's not super useful because I just have one thief who's Rollin, and he's already got +4 leather armor, which is better than +1 studded. So my instinct is to sell this magic studded leather. Right, studded leather's only... Who's got the mace +2? Is that what... am I overlooking that on Griffith? Oh yeah, you're right. What would a sword possibly be better against? Like, that's a good point. Maybe that's extraneous too. I guess I was just looking at like everybody, you know, give everybody a magic sword for a second. So mace does d6 +1 against medium, and a broadsword does 2 to 8, 2d4. They're about equivalent most of the time, actually, against medium-sized stuff. I guess the broadsword is a little... The broadsword is going to be 1 pip better against large monsters. I'll just carry it around as an option. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm going to run into a rust monster someday. That's a good point. I'll probably keep using the mace +2 for now, but I just wanted to give him another weapon. So probably going to sell the studded leather. I don't really see a great use for that. Unless I go hire another thief, which I am not going to. Studded leather is 1 point better. Yeah, I'm going to sell that. Yes. All right, so I think that's basically the person that... So Near Journey is usually my mule, so I think that that's the stuff I needed to get rid of. And... Oh, he's got another shield? That's interesting. I guess I'll sell this. Hmm? Yeah, get rid of that. Yali, you want to come in here with me? Come in here. I am at max party size, yeah. So I have my 7 PCs. So you can only have 8 grand total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, wait, I'm not. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait. You can have 6 PCs and 2 NPCs. That's it. So if I did anything, I would add an NPC. But people were complaining that I was carrying NPCs with me and splitting up money and experience. So I've kind of gotten away from the NPCs. Plus, they were evil. And once I got my NPCs killed, people were telling me, "Oh yeah, they were totally going to turn on you later on." So, can I get rid of the guy that refuses to heal more than 1 point? So Rollin, you make a strong argument. Rollin is my only thief. So he's a dwarven fighter thief. So I think I am gonna limp around with him just to attempt to do unlock doors and stuff. And of course I do have to ammo up, like you are reminding me about, Zip Zap. So, whoops. So I like to be carrying around around 50 or 60 arrows is what's been working for me in this game, and everybody's down to well, actually, after the trolls, now they're down to about 10 or less. So I'll buy about 50 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, once again, I hit the wrong button and almost left the store without my money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I'm a little worried there was a interface glitch there because I didn't actually see Rollin's purchases happen. That did not happen. Try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's interesting, Zip Zap. I've not heard you talk about custom monsters in your games. Do you have a point of view on DM creations of monsters? That might be a little bit of tunnel vision on my part. That's actually a good catch on your part, is I tend to, like me, I tend to spend a lot of time trying to gauge the monsters that exist, or I kind of dig into the classic D&D mythology of known monsters from mythology and myth and Tolkien and stuff like that. So admittedly, I might not spend enough time thinking about custom monsters. I guess I was thinking about that the other day, actually, of, I certainly support it. I guess on our Discord server the other day we started rapping about custom magic items, or we're just coming up with a couple ideas, a couple punny ideas, frankly. I have to join my arrows together. 55, that's probably fine. And on the other hand, I don't feel like too much of a need to go out of my way to try to make everything get wahoo. I do like playing this game here. I actually kind of like recognizing monsters and having some facility about, oh, I recognize that. I know, I have some idea of how to strategize against it. It's another thing that I like about original D&D is it's very freeform and you can do whatever you want. So, you know, granted that there aren't a lot of rules around it. I like that when you do want custom monsters, you can just do whatever you want. Right, I need more oil for him. Okay. All right, share out the money. And I think it's next door that has oil. Like I spend a lot of time in my arena simulator for classic D&D trying to gauge, you know, strength levels and, you know, appropriate, you know, risk levels and experience points and stuff like that. And it's like, it's enough work for me. It's enough work just gauge, you know, trying to dial in and assess the classic monsters, and also for my Book of War game, right? So I just started that up again on Thursday with Dan Cullinan as my opponent for the season. I might as well pool my money here. Harton. So, you know, putting, you know, getting classic monsters in the game, converting them, getting the right price points for the war game. It tends to be where my mind's at. And that's like enough, that's enough work that I don't even get around to making custom monsters too much. I guess I might as well give dirt and some oil. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have a pending show at some point. We want to, like, we actually have a show on our list. We would like to do a show on custom monsters, but that kind of got put on the back burner for a while. All right, enough of the equipping for tonight, I think. Share the money. That's a really interesting perspective, Zipzap. It's a really interesting perspective, and you know it should happen, right? It absolutely should happen. I think there, you know, the what's the game line from the Finnish guy? What am I thinking of? Lamentations of the Flame Princess, right? I think his philosophy is every single monster should be completely unique. And I got to admit, I actually that's farther than I normally think of myself. Get some spells back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I better have a slow poison on this guy. Do I already have that? I do. Should I take 2? I mean, there aren't many persons in the Cadorna textile house. It's like undead, ghouls, scorpions. Maybe hold person isn't that great an idea. Okay, he's all stacked up. Roland doesn't have any spells. You're all full. Okay. And let me see. How much do I need to rest to be full health? I guess 8 for Griffith. That looks like the maximum. So 8 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Wow! In your last 3-year game, you made roughly 100 monsters. Holy smoke. That's super impressive. I got to admit, you know, it's almost not intentional on my part, but admittedly, I'm on the other side of this. I do try to dig into classic monsters and like the mythology and maybe, you know, tweak them or give them some kind of flavor modification. And I tend to, you know, my feeling is like I haven't had enough yet. I haven't dug in, like still 40 years later, I still feel like I haven't quite quenched my appetite for that classic stuff. So I still kind of work with that traditional palette. Yeah, I like what you're saying there, Lore Pseudo. Yeah, I like having the stock kind of, you know, the main palette for, I don't know, 60-80% of the stuff, and then mixing in a couple of unique things. And I remember with the tournament modules, like the Slaver series, right? They had a very specific protocols. Every adventure is going to have one new monster, right? And of course they were tournament adventures where, you know, you'd only have like maybe 10 encounters total, but it was like you're going to have, I don't know, 3 or 4 main monsters and 1 trap and 1 interaction role playing and 1 new monster. And that wasn't bad. That's actually that's not the craziest protocol to follow. Okay, let me save this while I'm currently alive. Okay, so now I'm definitely going to go level up Griffith. No question about that. Are there any new commissions? I guess not. I can't imagine I've just been banging my head against the kobolds, so I don't think I could conceivably have any commissions or prizes due. Let's just go through east, and clerics go west. So hypothetically, I actually have 2 clerics here I could level up. We train only clerics here. Do you want to train? Yes. Okay, so Griffith. That's an easy call. So everybody's got about 180 platinum, which is, I think, 700 gold, I think. So, like, I don't know. Certainly 100 will do it. What? Oh, Griffith can go up in the fighter level, not the cleric. Okay, so... Hey, Nathan. Hey, Nathan. Well, I hope I can disappoint you and the monsters tonight. That's what I'm trying for. So, hey, Disparrow. So for what it's worth, I got back from so I've come out of the wilderness from the kobold caves, and, you know, joy, I had a wandering encounter with trolls. So that made me sweat for a little bit, but that was fine. I got out of that. So here I am back in town, and I'm ammoing up and selling and leveling up here. So, okay, so now that you guys are here, actually, so I posed the question, Durton, my NPC cleric, right? He's got enough experience to go from 5th to 6th level. Should I pay to level up Durton? That actually is the question on the table for the brain trust. See, my instinct is yes. I feel like I've got a ton of money, and I don't really think I have too much else to do with it. So I've got, what, about 700 times 6. I got about 1,400 gold pieces on hand, not even counting gems or jewelry. So I'm like, why not? Yes, Bastille, saying yes to that. I feel like I'm leaning in the direction of Bastille Lungbarrow. If I'm going to procrastinate doing the Temple of Bane, yeah, tonight I'm going to try to go back. I think partly based on your advice, I'm going to try to go back to the Cadorna Textile House, and I want Durton with me. I mean, you know, if he can slow poison if I get poisoned or something like that. Okay, because Durton's going to take off once I finally crack the temple, right? All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to level up Durton. I like it. Of course, I have to give him money. Not train, trade. View and trade. I like it. Oh, that's a good point. That that was surprisingly good timing to remind me that clerics can turn undead. I think I might have needed that reminder. Okay, me not actually having clerics in my own games. So, right, train Durden. Yes, I do. Okay, so Durden just became 6th level. Thank you for chiming in on that. And he just got 5 hit points, which is not bad. Great. Love it. Back here, because I have to go into the fighter training for Griffith. Dueling pairs. So I think you saw me in earlier games. I was using the dueling house to bump up a character who was just like 100 experience below the next level. But obviously that's going to happen less and less as you level up. As you get up into tens of thousands of XP, it's pretty unlikely you're going to, wind up 100 points below where you need to. So I'm probably not going to do that again. And I'm not picking up any more NPCs either. That is a good point. 6th level is where you start destroying the low-level undead. That's a good point. Yes, I want Griffith to be a 4th level fighter. So he just got 4 hit points. Okay, so as a multi-class cleric fighter, that's not too bad. It's actually pretty good, I guess. Okay. So now I got to go down and prepare those guys' spells. Or just Durden's spell, I guess. One 3rd level spell. 3rd level spells here are not super exciting. Animate Dead, which I'm not going to use. Cure Blood. Do any of you guys ever use Animate Dead in this games? I mean, for what it's worth, I have a scroll. Harton is carrying a cleric scroll with Animate Dead. I mean, I can't imagine I would ever want to use that. All my guys are non-evil, so. I mean, prayer's been doing okay. Guess I'll take another prayer, I guess. One thing I do want to do is I want to I'm gonna burn at least one of these hold persons so that I can get. Didn't I? What? Why is that? That was weird. So before it would let me pick up the 2nd level spell, I had to say no to that. Okay, so give me a slow person. And give me that prayer. That is what I want. Cool. Animate Dead is okay. You can use it regardless of alignment in this game. Weird. It gives me the heebie-jeebies, even if that is permitted. You like prayer better unless a meat shield is desperately needed. Interesting. It's not like you... Well, thank you, Lord Suda. It's not like you can play squeaky clean. You might as well animate some zombies. I guess, okay. Probably, okay, if I get really desperate, I'll whip out that scroll, he said. Let me save this. Okay. That is my time in the clean part of town. So let me pull up my slum map so I can get through that efficiently. All right, so over the Cordorna Textile House, which is about 3 blocks west or so. Zombies are where I draw the line. As my friend BJ once said, vampires are not meant to be romanticized. They should be destroyed. BJ was almost a fantasy character himself. Right, okay, so now I'm here. So I'm pretty sure this is the Kudos Well area, and yeah, and I think I got the library in 1 block south, I think. Yeah, there's the library. So, and the textile house is off to the left. Was that west? Alrighty, so here goes nothing. Have I made a map of that place? I guess I have not. But it lets me see the overall map, so I think it's fine. Okay, so here we go again. So I'm going to be very mercenary about this. I'm gonna try to, you know, wipe out stuff. I'm gonna blast every magic spell I can, and then just come back here and rest up if I need to. Now, previously I was searching every single room next to me, which is kind of my normal protocol, but maybe that's not working in this area. So I'm gonna try to scout out the main thoroughfares and see if there's anything interesting, and try to make better speed here. So that's my deal for tonight. So I'm just gonna try to walk as far in. Okay, so here we go. Some ghouls decide to add you to the menu, and every time ghouls show up, there is a white leading them, a level draining white. So here we are again. And it's that guy that's got the black hair there that's the white, obviously. I got some elves, half-elves in the party, and they resist paralysis from the ghouls, so that's good. I'm going to have Heart and Turn. All right, okay. That's good. You know, it's funny because I think of... What? Are you kidding me? That was great. That was smashing. You know, it's funny. I was just going to say, I think of Harton as like my low-level cleric because he's the last addition to the party. So I keep thinking, you know, so everybody else was 3rd level and Harton came in at 1st, and I keep thinking Harton's 1st, but he's, you know, the way the experience works, he's 4th level like everybody else now. That was smashing. That was great. Wow. He turned the white on top of everything else. That's amazing. So I got one last ghoul, and this suddenly became very easy. Okay, those encounters before were like risking my whole party. And now it's like one single guy can wipe them all out. Huh. I'll probably never get a good roll like that again, but that was truly enjoyable. Huh. But I'm really surprised. What is it for whites? I'm very surprised that he got the whites to get out of there. You know, I'm just realizing I didn't put my shields back up like I said I was going to do. Really? Really? 4th level, you can turn whites on a 10 or higher. I mean, if I was designing it, I guess I would say that that's too much, actually. If I'm going to put a white in my game, I guess I wouldn't want it to be that frail, honestly. Got it. Still, I am, you know, delighted to be able to turn it and just like run it off the board. I wish I could I kind of wish I could tell Durden to just stop casting. I think that guy's turned, if I recall. But that guy's not. That was just so impressive. I'm even surprised that he turned 2 types, actually. That's a good hit. Oh, that's a smashing hit. Also, it's kind of a huge relief that I have my full movement back, because the kobold caves were constricting my movement. In the wilderness, I've got it divided by 3 basically, so this feels like I have all the mobility in the world at the moment. Ah, jeez. Nice! Nice job! Got my wizard going to town with the plumbata, let's call it. I think we all know what's really happening there. Oh man, Durden. Crazy. When you get a certain number of undead affected when you turn, regardless of type, it turns all the lower ones first, then leftover quantities used to turn the higher ones. But I assume your I think your D20 roll has to hit that 10 level to get the whites. I guess that's not too surprising. So do I have to take... So these guys are blocked and I actually have to take them down? Weird. Guess that must be the end of the map or something. Oh, now the white's going to be a problem, isn't it? I mean... I actually don't want... I mean, so Rollin has... I don't want to get in melee. I don't want to burn up my 9 magic arrows. That's going to be trouble. Oh, the white's gone. Oh, okay. I guess the white took off. Good. Nice. Man, all my guys are hitting really well. I mean, I guess ghouls don't have super great AC. I wish some of those other... I wish those couple of fights that were right up, you know, right down to the line recently, I wish that I'd gotten good rolls the same way. What did he just cast prayer twice, or was that... Got it. Got it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty much just looking for the shortest way to just, like, get out of the fight. Alright, there we go. Okay, that was by far the easiest ghoul fight that I've had in here, so that seems very promising to me. Okay, so that means no treasure. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to commit to this. Save as my A game here. That's a good sign. Now, that was a good turn roll. I mean, I have 3 clerics in the party now, Durton, Griffith, Harton. So if I can just have 1 cleric manage to accomplish that, that makes me much more confident about this, me getting through this. Now that when the scorpions show up and poison me, that's still a separate thing. But I have a couple slow poisons, so I think that's doable. So I'm kind of just hunting around to see if there's anything interesting. Oh, that must be a tunnel that I must have just passed a tunnel that goes outside the city, right? Just looking for anything that it tells me. Okay, what is this stuff to the south here? That looks kind of interesting. Was that another well? So that looks a lot like the thing in Kudo's well, but I'm gonna look. It's not letting me interact with it anyway. Okay, so some kind of town square, I guess. You find a page from a diary and place it in your journal under entry 11. Let's see what that is. Journal entry 11. A mangled page of fine paper with entries written in a very fine hand. He is livid about the undead coming out of Valhingen graveyard. 3 times he has sent assault groups. 3 times none have returned. He dares not send any of the priests of Bane to clear the graveyard. He assumes that if a priest could wrest control of the undead from the current master, that the priest would then become a threat to his power. I suggested that if we could neutralize the power that leads the undead, that we could then use the undead as a tool. He thought on this and then ordered me to find out who or what is in control of Valhingen graveyard. Preliminary investigation shows that the graveyard is controlled by a being of great power, perhaps a vampire or a demon. I shall expend a few scouts and low-level priests to find out more information. I feel like I've seen that before. That's clearly journal entry 11. I think I've read that before, so I don't know if that's a copy or if that was a game that got retracted from a TPK. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to encamp and I'm going to save this so I know that I totally have that. All right, useful. Let's see why I don't just bash that door down. Let me hunt a little bit more to the south is I think what I want. Like there's a door right next to a totally broken wall. Why would you spend time interacting with the door? Okay. Hobgoblins charge screaming. Yeah, I think that makes sense to Sparrow. I think I must have seen that before I did. I don't think... Thing is, I feel like it was a different place, because I don't think I get to this place in the Textile house previously. But anyway, maybe it shows up in more than one place. Okay, Hobgoblins. This Hobgoblins I'm fine with, he said before he sees that there's 1,000 of them. Well, that's not too bad. Hobgoblins. Easy peasy, I think. Now, I would have liked to have been able to get a sleep spell off before they broke formation, but, you know, I tell you what, I'll just, of course, Durton's about to run off, isn't he? I'm gonna hold formation and let them stack up so I can get a sleep spell off, is my plan here. Is that blocked? Congrats on finding the Hobgoblin section. Thank you. Yes, this is what I've been looking for, I guess. Got it. Got it. Doing this commission is pretty easy. Yeah, okay. Now I'm convinced. It's one shot at a time. Okay, now sleep has an enormous range in this game. So, and that's the one thing that's massively different from the AD&D book. Of course, they're not in a great position for a sleep spell, but this is the best I can do. Whew! Found it. And of course, I got a ton of sleep spells, so why not use them? Oh, they have bows. Oh, interesting. Hobgoblin leader. Okay, so I'm going to delay with him. If I'm smart, I'd move Rollin out so he could get in the front. I guess that's the end of the round. What? Oh, I should have... I got an extra short bow there. I meant to get rid of that. Got it. Okay, so I'm trying to delay with him, but that's the end of the round, so I have to quit. Okay, so move. You know what? Okay, you know what? I actually like the idea of having Rollin move here, blocking in Durton, letting Harton out. It's not the worst move in the world. Whoops, right. Ready, I need ready. And then jamming this guy up. Okay, so I'm going to return fire on that leader. There we go, I see. That's a pretty subtle difference in coloring. How about you? I think I blocked him in now, though. Man, New Urini's going crazy with the darts tonight. Of course, you can't keep Durton from casting. Caster's got to cast, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, every time, like, you can't utter a sentence about Durton being blocked without being it reversed by the time you get done with the sentence. Amusingly. I don't even know how many hit points that guy has. We can do this. Ah, jeez. 1 hit point. Good. Come on, you can get that leader. Nice. And then the rest are all asleep, right? If that was, I mean, I'm gonna, okay, don't tell me, but I'm gonna assume there has to be like more hobgoblin fights, because that was way too easy. I'm assuming that was like the front room. Oh man. Don't waste your oil. Got it. Okay. All right, boy, those low-level monsters give so little experience. It's practically nothing. Okay, I'm gonna take the Take the longbow from the leader. Leave all that. It's too much trouble. Share out any money. Okay, leave the swords behind. Yeah, you know, save this. That's fine. Okay, that was just wandering monsters. I see what you're saying. Okay, but I'm getting close. So I feel like I feel like I've scouted out all the outer corridor type areas. So now I'm just going to start digging into interesting places. Look in the corners. Can pretty much go wherever I want over these broken walls here. Yeah, this seems interesting to my. Now that the place to the in the bottom right is the very first place I was ever exploring. So I think So I think way in the past I explored around here, and I ran into some horrible wandering monsters at the time. Okay, I'm just going places I've already been. Okay. I don't think I've been here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Hobgoblins charge screaming. This sounds wandering-y. Hey, Aelfiend. Not too bad tonight. Not too bad. I got out of the wilderness. I got past some trolls. I leveled up 2 of my clerics. And I'm back in the Cadorna Textile house. And, you know, where previously I had a huge amount of trouble with the undead here, I ran into a batch of undead, and my lowest level cleric just turned all of them, including the white. So that gave me a ton of extra confidence. Let's use another sleep spell. You know, before I hit that, because it's actually useful. Now, Durden's the guy in the blue-yellow, and he's too high to be affected by sleep now. Maybe this. You know, I'm going to try this. Okay, so I'm going to try this, and once again, I might have some friendly fire happening, but I'm going to plant this here. Yeah, several of my guys are too high. Yeah, okay, that worked out really well. So that took out the low-level hobgoblins. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Cabin in the Woods, where you know, like a really spoiler. A really key plot point is that the guy who's high on pot is immune to the evil power, as it turns out. Okay, there's the leader who's now helpless. That's fine. You know what? Historically, I've not been a big horror movie fan, but boy, I enjoyed that movie so much. I saw it multiple times in the theater, actually. That's that's got to be the only horror movie I've ever seen multiple times in the theater. It's very rare for me to do that. Who's helpless and who isn't? I liked it a lot, and I feel that, I don't know, it's very gamey in some ways. It's totally, you know, it has certain I don't know, rules to it that that I feel are very, very gameable, I guess. Nice. I like that Ale Fiend, actually. Loaded with meta text that transcended horror, yeah. I think I had a I had a review of the Marvel Eternals movie a while back, and I very briefly like had a call out to that movie actually. Nice. Right. And as usual, you know, you poke at it a bit, and it's, you know, Lovecraft is really under the hood. Giant evil gods. Now that's a weekend. Nice. Okay. That looked pretty proficient to my eye. I haven't taken any damage. So here I am in the textile house not taking any damage. He said. Yeah, okay, so here I go again with this business. So the wandering monsters, they are not going to have magic items, I don't think. Leave the ton of dumb swords. Camp, save, A game. No. Exit. Okay. Yeah. Have I been here? Yeah. Oh, what's that? Hobgoblins start screaming. Okay, here I do again, and I've got these guys pinned in. So tonight is all about the hobgoblins. Griffith's a cleric, so just hit something. Yikes, man! Griffiths packs a wallop. Just gonna have him guard. Maelwyn can cast sleep. Why not? I guess I'm gonna get 5 either way. I don't see a leader here. Is there? Did I just wax the leader right off the bat? That's Griffith. Good. What did he cast? Cure Light Wounds. Yeah, okay. He was down by 2, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. Not the best use of a spell. Thanks, Bastille. Take care. Have a good week. Thanks for checking in. Okay, good. You do that, Durden. Don't use up your spells. Oh, right. You know, why not? somebody's got to hit this guy. Oh, that works for me too. That's fine. What? Oh, Durden. He leveled up, but he didn't get any smarter. Okay, I'm gonna take the bow. Oh, there's no bow. I guess, no, there wasn't any leader. Okay, that's fine. Camp, save, A, no, exit. Okay, so obviously another wandering monster batch. So I guess the hobgoblins are around here. You are appalled by the stench in this damp building. Okay. Let's look over here. Skull Crusher was here is carved into the north wall. Look here for anything else. Skull Crusher was here. Cutting edge 1998 AI. It's not exactly deep blue. I mean, Deep Blue was from 1998. Now I think about it. Several baby hobgoblins flee, screaming in fear. Okay, good. I'm glad we don't have to. The floor is slippery from dung and reeks of urine. They are. Somebody call Child Monster Protective Services, please. That is not right. I'm gonna look through the dung. He said, "Is that okay?" So that seems like... Okay, that seems like everything, right? I've searched everything in this space, so... I guess that's it for that particular part. Now you're saying that I haven't... Okay, all right, you know what? You know, different species. I got it. That's maybe dung is good for them. Maybe they grow like flowers. Isn't that well taken, Lorsuda? Well taken indeed. I'm trying to get Hobgoblin woke. Graffiti covers the walls in meaningless abandon. That's a weird sentence. That is just a weird sentence. You encounter hobgoblins. Okay. All right. So if they gives me the option to parley, I try to be a nice guy. The hobgoblins respond with a piercing battle cry. Okay. Well, that's, you know, that's your culture. Okay. So there's a somewhat larger group of hobgoblins. That's okay. So I still got some sleeps. It's poetry. I never understood this freeform poetry. Why doesn't it rhyme? Okay, so just beat somebody. Nice. That's a good start. So I got 2 leaders, it looks like. I've used up all my sleeps with Malin. Stinking Cloud, I could slap down somewhere. And actually, the fact that these guys are pinned in means that they won't be able to get out. Could slap down a Stinking Cloud like right here would be nice. And I could put a sleep over here when somebody gets around to it. Let's try that. Cast this. Plant it here. Warhammer 40k orcs are fungus creatures. Presumably their spores... Is that really true? I actually did not know that. Well, learn something new every day. Okay, now Cadell has sleep, so use that. Do I want to get the... okay, so I could get the 2 leaders. I could get a total of 4, including the leaders, or I could get a total of 6. I think I'm going to go for the 6, and then I can pigpile the 2 leaders without too much trouble. Seems reasonable. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Grim. Okay, so here comes Hearten. Hit that guy. Didn't hit that guy. Did I not get all 6 hobgoblins? Weird. Rollin. Ooh, that's nasty. Hit me twice. Now, since the stinking cloud doesn't last as long, I'm gonna take those guys down as soon as I can there. You know, I'll confess, the only thing, it's funny, the only thing I ever actually got in the 40K line was I got Battlefleet Gothic, right? I'm a big, you know, war game spaceship type guy. And the funny thing is I didn't play it. I have a copy of Battlefleet Gothic here. And I actually never put it together, and I never got anybody to play with me actually, so. Ah, that's right, Disparel, thank you. That's a good job. Trying to make some space here to get this guy here. Ooh, that's a good job. When did I buy Battlefleet Gothic? Boy, that had to be a long time ago, didn't it? I had that before I moved to New York. I guess, oh my God, was it 20 years ago? Oh my God, how much, jeez. A little existential terror moment for me. Man, I lose track of, I lose track of big swaths of time these days. Yeah, that had to be, yeah, it was the early 2000s, yeah. Durden's family are olive oil importers. He throws that stuff around like water. Or he has a grudge against oil importers. Yep, I think you're right. Can I get in here? Yes, I can. Oh man, Durden. Take it easy. Yeah, I basically have a mid. Yeah, that's what I did. I love the Star Frontiers spaceship game. Was working on that for a long time on my blog actually. So I love even today. It's funny because I had this plan for painting the Battlefleet Gothic miniatures I didn't get around to, and it's like even nowadays I sometimes think about that plan that I had. How is this coming up? It's weird. All of a sudden, everybody's talking about painting miniatures today, including me. had this afternoon. I had Paul was painting miniatures on our Discord channel, and our friend William was doing the same thing. Wow, I took more damage than I thought. Okay, so I should heal up a little bit. So how about... And of course, okay, so of course Rollins taking a beating. And my estimate for how many cure lights it's going to take to get him back up to health is 7. It's probably going to take about 7 spells. Oh, interesting. A Battlefleet Gothic game on Steam that's reasonably good. Interesting. Whoops. Keep getting the wrong focus. Well, let's try it. Just every time. Oh, that's well, that's the first time that's ever happened. Wow, Rollin just went from down to max. That's, you'll never see that again. Okay, now none of the curse went over to him. Okay, 17 out of 27. Oh, that was a good roll. And then Harton, I'm going to have Harton heal himself. Actually, I probably didn't need to use that. Okay, great. Okay. So in camp and save it, and A and no and exit. Interesting. Finally. You know, I've been using a new box for about a month and a half now, and it's you know, I actually jumped from Windows 7 to Windows 11. It took me a couple of weeks to get used. It's weird. There's a couple of things that I'm used to in Windows from forever that just are impossible in Windows 11. There's no setting to bring it back, which is weird, but I'm getting used to it. In some ways, there are some advantages. However, I will say that last Monday, actually, 1 week ago today, there was an update to Windows 11. It's like, I don't know, 2020, 22H update. And my system's been a little shaky since that update, which I'm not happy about. In particular, I don't know if you guys caught that, but it actually, my system actually crashed right at the end of last Monday night. You might not have noticed it because I was actually in the process of saying good night, I'm off, and my whole system just crashed. And I'm glad it didn't happen any earlier in the night, but I have a couple of butterflies here tonight about, like, is this going to crash while I'm streaming again? Which is not a great feeling. It seemed like it was more stable before that update. Yeah, did you notice that? Yeah, I felt that, Lord Suda. It was a weird outro last week, but it was because my whole system just locked up. You are in a small... That is sexy is what that is. You are in a very small, dark room. A muscular man locked in chains lies here. Wow. Near him is a page that you place in your journal under Henry Watson. Hello, sir. I see that you're naked in chains. I'm going to read this piece of paper very carefully. Pardon me. That's a really funny scene. Hey, buddy, how about you pay some attention to me over there? Look, it's Big McLarge huge. 47. You just sit tight. I mean, you're not going anywhere, so you just sit tight there, buddy, while I check out this documentation. A small wrinkled parchment with roughly scratched notes. Hobgoblins transferred out of Valhavo Castle, now replaced by giants and trolls. Sounds very tough. Stojanau Gate, guarded by bugbears and Ettins. Heard Ettins didn't like light. Must be charmed or controlled. Sounds tough. Okay, this I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm gonna write down some of this. Big castle has giants and trolls. That's not what I wanted to hear. This gate is guarded by bugbears and Ettins. And the Ettins don't like light. I don't know if I can use that. Some smugglers sneak supplies through Stojanau Gate to the boss. Must check it out. Overheard hobgoblins say a dragon scared them into leaving a nice lair in the mountains out east. Couldn't happen to a nicer bunch of creeps. Dragons in the mountains out east. All right, this game has dragons, I guess. All righty. Well, things just got real serious. Okay, so do I interact with this? Get him to join your party. You know what? Hey, buddy, I have room for one NPC, actually. Would you like to join up? I'm checking out the documentation. What do you do with the man? Well, certainly parley. Ettins are a giant type I don't think I've thought about since the 80s. You know, I was reading, I was rereading Walt Simonson's run on the Thor comic in Marvel, and he tends to, in his writing, he tends to use Ettin as a synonym for giant, actually. So I've been reading Ettin this, Ettin that, Ettin the other thing, just meaning giants recently. I guess nice? Why not nice? I'll go nice. I almost killed the leader of these scummy hobgoblins, but the rest jumped me. Okay, all right. What do you do with the man? Free him? Parley more? I guess I don't want to offend him. Now, you know, this is not a total lock because, of course, there's a customary thing. And, you know, sometimes in some D&D modules, it's like, oh, there's a fighter and he's been driven insane. And if you release him, he attacks like a berserker at double strength or something like that. So this is not a complete slam dunk on this. But I feel like free. Yeah, free's my instinct. I mean, I almost want to parley and pick another option, like parley and be sly, but I don't want to offend him. So, I'll free him. How will you free him? Okay, well, I will have Rollin, my one thief, pick the lock. No one is able to pick all the padlocks. Okay. What do you do with the man? I'm trying to free him. Break the chains? I mean, it's not giving me an option to use a knock spell. I mean, unlock? Is that an option? Just unlock? You have no key to unlock the padlocks. Okay, I see. This is the problem. Break the chains? Maybe pick Griffith, who has high strength, and break the chains. Oh no! Despite great effort, the chains hold. Oh no! Oh no! I can't free this guy. This guy is completely nude, though. You know what? I'm okay with that. I support. You know what? It's not, maybe not for me, I don't think, but you know, I support the differently clothed. Yeah, that does suggest that there's a key somewhere, doesn't it? So I've tried everything. I'm disappointed that I couldn't pick the lock, and I'm disappointed it's not letting me use knock. So that's everything. I mean, you know, I'll parlay one more time and be sly. Don't try to fool me, he growls. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess I got it. Sorry, buddy. Okay, I'm going to look for your key. You can hear me talking to him, so if he's offended, you guys know that I'm going to look for a key, and I'll be back to free you. Yeah. The 12-year-old DM says there's a key to free him. I think I agree with that. You know, let me just make a note that that dude's there. Naked man in chains. Textile house. That's southwest. Okay, so I would love to add that guy to the party. Sure, I want a naked guy in the party. Why not? That's crazy. I'm just bashing all the doors down. This room has had blood smeared on the floor and walls in a ritual, unholy manner. So this feels like evil cleric time, possibly? Eh? You are in a large room which serves as a crude temple and causes a vague feeling of disquiet. Yeah, okay. So kind of cursey type stuff. Yeah. I'll never forgive you if you don't come back from the. So, admittedly, the only reason that wouldn't happen is I just flat out forget. So just remind me if I go a while and it doesn't. Then if there's a okay, the next time a key pops up and I go a key, crazy. I bet there's no use for that. I'm gonna ditch it to run or something. Like, remind me. Okay. Atop a small bone altar stands an ancient hobgoblin. She screams, "I am the mighty Grishnak! You have interrupted my unholy rites. Feel my something something." Lady, if you're going to monologue me, you got to give me some time to process it. Okay, so here's Rollin, who is in melee. Okay, so I see 3 leaders. Boy, that is really subtle. Is there anybody else over here? Okay, now, admittedly, I've blown most of my sleep spells, but I'm pretty sure Nirjarini has at least 1 or 2. So the leaders have 6 hit points. She has 24. 6. Okay, so so the regular hobgoblins and the leaders all have 6, so it doesn't matter. Of course, these guys up front, that's weird. These guys up front, I mean, they can't shoot from that position, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'll try to take them down. Nice. Damn it. Boy, if I could just get 1 more point of damage. Thank you. Thank you for whole person. Great. How about right now? That was good timed advice to Sparrow. Now I got to get around. I think I can. I mean, nobody's got missile weapons, so. Oh, fuck you. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, that was. Oh, damn it. Oh, fucking balls. Oh, you son of a bitch! God damn it. God damn it. So, well, that got real serious real fast. So should Griffith pound her with the mace? Now she's already cast this round. So I guess I should try the hold person, but I'm right in melee with a couple people. I'm gonna try to cast that. I hope I get this off. And obviously, I was swearing because Harton's, Harton got paralyzed, so he can't use that hold. Okay, so here goes Griffith. Great. Okay, so I know this. Great. So obviously target her. So I think that worked. Target somebody else. I guess I get the leaders. Well, not the wounded one. Right. And why not? Shit. Okay, good try. Right, so Malwyn's casting is disrupted at the moment. something. I feel like if I don't, if as long as everybody doesn't get paralyzed, I can probably hold off these hobgoblins even in melee if I need to. Well, that wasn't good. Okay, so Nirjarini's got some stuff. Should I go sleep or stinking cloud? I could totally hit her with a stinking cloud. I could get eight hobgoblins with a sleep spell. Let me just look up. Of course, they're 1+1 hit dice, so that's not as much as I expect. That would be 2d4 of those guys. 1, 6, 7, 8. So if I would have to roll the absolute maximum dice to get all 8, or I could slap her with. Yeah, Maelwyn got. I think Maelwyn's. Yeah, Maelwyn's casting is disrupted. You probably already caught on to that. So she got hit by a something. Unless I spazzed out there for a second. Yeah, I won't get 8. I agree with that. I would probably get 5. I'd probably get 5. I do feel, I think in Cloud, I feel right. I feel like hammering that spellcaster is the thing to do. So I do agree with that. 1, 2, 3. That is where I want it. Yeah. Aha! That's what we wanted right there. Yeah, Maelwyn cannot cast, but she can nail that. Well, I guess that's a good point. I mean, Maelwyn can't be out of spells. I mean, God damn it. Right, now that guy's right. That guy on the left is freed up to use a bow. I gotta respond to that. And Rollins down to 6 hit points, of course. Is this dude helpless? I'm gonna try to take that guy down. Ah, I should have hit a undamaged one. Okay, so here's Griffith. Does he have anything? Well, you know what? Why not? Ah, Rollins down to 1 hit point, right? Good. Okay, so obviously I get this guy because he's a leader who's shooting. And I don't know what else. I don't like this guy coming around the corner, so I'll get him. God damn it. You know, you know, it would be one thing if I'd made the save. The fact that he failed the save and he paralyzed himself. Oh, man. Phew, I gotta shake that one off. Okay, so that's... In poker, you call that a bad beat. That was... Oh, brother. Okay. So she still has a sleep spell. So I'm near Journey. Where is the best place I could cast a sleep spell? This is a question. This is a gaming question that I enjoy exploring. Is how do you come back from a bad beat? Are you rattled? Is your brain broken? Do you make good or bad decisions after that? So I get to test that out myself. Okay, that guy's already helpless because he's held when I wanted to. He's helpless. So Ron's got 1 hit point. These guys are helpless for now. So I could put it here and get like 4. That's not bad. I get 4 here. I could. Now Rollin is So here's my question. So Rollin is he high enough level to resist this? I get 1, 2, 3. I could get 4 here. I get 4 here. I guess this seems safer to me. Is that the best I can do? Getting 4. He's already helpless. I think that's the best I can do. I'll put 4 here, and then maybe this guy falls asleep too. Well, you're right. You're not wrong. This is an error. If in baseball this would get racked up as an error. You're not wrong. So I think here this feels good to me. Am I now I forgot. See, okay, now did I cast the spell or am I? Okay. Here we go. Good roll. 5. Okay. Good roll at least. Do I have anything else? Okay, I got Charm Person. I could flip one of them. Just looking at what I have on scrolls. Anything interesting there? I got a Hold Person on a scroll. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna use the Charm Person because I haven't done that before. Why not? Cast this. Be smart about how I target it. That guy, this guy. I'll take somebody that's adjacent to me. Like this guy. That's Griffith is helpless. I guess I'll take this guy so nobody's next to Griffith to coup de grace him. Yeah, got it. Okay, thanks for that. And that's exactly what I did to Sparrow. I feel now, is it Griffith is helpless? So I currently have 3 people up, including Durton. So this guy is who I want. Good. Yeah. I guess Maelwyn must be out of spells, right? Weird. Yeah, I guess I must have cast 2 sleeps and a hold. I'm going to take out this guy because he's choking and not asleep. So I want him to be gone. Well, that was fast. Okay, Ron's got 1 hit point. Sweep attacks are not available. Good job. Okay, good job. Okay, there goes Rowan. Now I'm down to 3. Good job. Weird choice, Durden. Oh, okay. All right, so now I got Maelwyn in melee, which is unfortunate. Not that, this. Boy, I keep rolling 5 for damage over and over again. Okay, so I could magic missile. You know, I got this whole person on the scroll. I mean, that looks pretty good to me right now. I could take out 3 if I don't hit the wrong button. Or I could magic missile. Now these are things I haven't used yet. So, can you target the magic missile at multiple targets? Oh, for Pete's sake, I took his armor off. Jesus Christ. I'm not passing my test very well. Having set a test for myself, I'm not doing super well. Okay. Christ. Yet Maelwyn, I took Maelwyn's armor off. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, if I'm doing that badly, I am going to use the hold person then. And Magic Missile, I probably don't want to try it out. I'm probably going to glitch up how to use it the first time. So I'm going to use that hold person. I have to find which scroll it's on. I'm going to guess it's on one of the first 2. Yep. Here we go. All right. Okay, so you're telling me Maelwyn is in bad shape. That guy's only got 1 hit point. I'm not thrilled about that. So I'll use it on this guy. I'll use it on this guy. And these guys are all helpless. That's good. I'll use it on this guy. Did that... I feel like I've picked 3 already. I hope I'm not... Do I get 4? I thought I only got 3. Okay. Okay, so here's Maelwyn, so I better armor back up. Boy, that was crazy. Thank you for pointing that out. Damn it. Okay, now that's okay. Yeah, you know, magic missile. Why not? So I guess I'm probably targeting each missile separately. I guess I see. Okay, so I will tag this guy. That seems appropriate. You know, overkill is the best kind of kill. Seems like I only got 1 from that. No, that was 2. That actually was 2. Okay, now she's out of useful spells, and I got to take that hold person off my roster of scrolly stuff. Is this guy coming back? I'm worried about this guy coming back. No, he's asleep now. Man, how about you just go hit something, Durton? Nope. All right. Good. All right, now everybody else is asleep, right? You know, okay, so just in case everybody's asleep, just in case somebody's about to expire, I'm going to bandage people up right now. And even if somebody becomes unasleep, I think I can still take them. So bandage. Right, he's going to go to town there. Bandage. Done. Okay, now it's not letting me bandage anybody here. So I guess I'm going to aim. I don't think that means somebody was at 0 exactly, or somebody's dead now. Yeah. Okay. So it's not. So that's all the people. So 4 people are down, but it only let me bandage 2 people. I don't know if that's a bad sign or not. I hear what you're saying. For perfect optimal strategy would be to go in melee, but I just kind of want it over faster, frankly. Is anybody dead? Now I know Griffith is okay, and I know that now unfortunately Cadell's actually dead. Well, okay, so I guess I bungled that because 2 people are actually dead. So Harton and Cadell are actually expired. Well, damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Yeah, reload the game. Yeah, I might do that. So at this point, I'm a little bit past the 1 a.m. Time that I normally do. So I'm gonna think about that this week. I think I'm gonna go save this as a B game. Of course, I should take the treasure like a dummy. Take items just in case. Oh my God! Look at all that stuff. That seems interesting. Take a necklace. Oh, well, okay. Now look, there's a brass key. I mean, I've never seen anything in this game that you can use a brass key on, so presumably that's trash, and I ought to throw it away. Wow, there's a lot of stuff there. So just in case I keep playing this game, now you can. Can I not? I guess I can't. Okay, so I can't cure anybody. I can't cure anybody in this interface. But I guess I can. I can't join that. Yeah. Consider your stance on animating the dead. Paralyzing yourself is beyond the scope of normal play. Reload. That seems like pretty strong advice. I don't know how that happened. I mean, I was hitting T to target stuff. I do not know how that happened. Ugh. And it didn't give me any kind of warning or anything like that. Just give him this. I'll give him that, whatever. And yeah, and this, share the money. Okay. Exit. Good enough. And I will encamp, and I will save this as my B game. So I got the option. I can come back next time, and I might might reload the A game and try that again without being Butterfingers. So that that hurt. Boy, that was I think that was the biggest screw up to date, I think. Yeah. Yeah, after you select a target, the cursor auto-homes back to the caster's square to go through the whole thing again. Still, I don't think I was hitting, it didn't make sense for me to hit T twice in a row for the target. I don't know. I mean, possibly, maybe I bobbled it. Maybe I accidentally hit it twice when I didn't mean to, as it came back to Griffith. Cruddy. Cruddy. Yeah. Stop eating butter while playing. Wow, that one was for the ages. That was crazy. That was crazy. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for the advice, and thanks for laughing along with me at that epic screw up. And that's what kids. That's what happens when you roll a natural one. You do not get inspiration like 6th edition wants at the moment. It's just really bad, and it sucks. So that's a natural one fumble. So we're mostly off this week until next Sunday. Next Sunday, Paul and I will be back with a conversation about strongholds in D&D, specifically thinking about bases for your player characters. And like in our games, we've had people in castles and boats and buy a tavern and buy a house in a town. And so we're going to be talking about options and ways that that's added to our games. So if you guys have thoughts about how, interesting things you can do with bases for player characters, feel free to join that chat this Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And weirdly, if we're talking about the 1 D&D upcoming stuff, that's one of their main bullet points of like upcoming, we're going to have extra expanded options for player character bases. So I don't know if there'll be some ideas in there that, I don't know, maybe they'll hear or maybe we'll predict that might be there. That's what we'll be talking about next Sunday. I'll be back next week for this. And I guess when I come in, you'll discover whether I decide to go, forward playing with Cadell and Harton in the ground, or whether I reloaded it or not. Yeah, I could go either way with that. That was a crazy screw up. I got to admit, if that wasn't such a crazy screw up, I might actually just play through with that. Yeah. Yep, right, and talking about strongholds, Lord Pseudo, Dave Cook's expert rules have some good stuff in there. And of course, that's mostly just right out of original D&D. It's more or less just, cleaned up, but it's more or less right out of original D&D. So so what a great rule book that is. Every time I pick up Cook's expert rules, it just looks, it's beautiful. I love the Errol Otis art. It's well laid out. It's just it's a delight to hold in your hands, honestly. And it is really nice, honestly. And then not this week, but next week, we'll be back with more Book of War, battling it out with between me and the other Dan next Thursday night. So look forward to that. And I guess we might have some people showing up painting miniatures on the channel. So I don't know, if you haven't already followed us on Twitch, on the Wandering DMs channel, look for us on Twitch, and you might see 1 or 2 of our people show up painting miniatures now, as a matter of fact. So there's that. Great. So thanks so much for hanging out. You guys make it so much more enjoyable. I hope that my stream is not going to crash right now, and that I get out hospitably this week. And I'll see you again next week for more Games Some Elder Times. Have a good week, guys. Take care.